I'm Sophie. I live in Philly, and I used to work at Goldie. I was fired in the middle of November for showing solidarity with Palestine and also for refusing to discipline a coworker for doing the same by wearing a Palestine flag pin. I worked there for more than 2 years. I started out as a front of house worker hourly, and over my years there, I worked up to being one of the store managers. Over that time, I only got positive feedback, really. I never been disciplined, never had any issues like that. That was until I started dissenting from the company's silence about the genocide in Gaza. I felt compelled to speak up against the company while I still worked there because they held a big fundraiser raising more than $100,000 for this group called United Hatzalah of Israel. They presented it to us as nonpartisan, non-military aligned, just an EMS group like the Red Cross. But I did a little bit of research just looking on their own webpage and on their Instagram, and very quickly found they proudly provide supplies and aid to the IDF, which I thought was unacceptable and wasn't something that I could be a part of. So I said that I wouldn't take part in work that day. When I came back to work after refusing to do the fundraiser, I still felt like I needed to do something to show solidarity. So I showed up to work wearing a Palestine flag pin. A few days went by without incident until the company put out a new policy that had never been an issue before, saying that we were forbidden to wear any kind of pin or patch that wasn't Goldie branded. I wore the pin anyway in defiance of the policy, and I was sent home for the day. I had to take a day off of work, but I realized I do need a job, so I went back to work without the pin on. A coworker still had his on, and I did not discipline him. I let him keep wearing it because I would never, as a manager, censor somebody that I work with for showing their heartfelt belief in human rights. It's just not something I would ever consider. And because I didn't send him home for wearing the pin, I was fired, and he was fired at the same time as me.